Okay, so I sped this part of the film up because it was going to take me 15 minutes of talking to get this commentary all in. Anyways, my dad hopped out of the tractor because his knees are bad from years of doing things that he probably shouldn't have done, like getting drugged behind pickup trucks and skiing and falling and getting tore up when he was much, much younger. So I hopped on and I loaded the tractor. And I loaded it crooked because, as you see in a second here, after I make my failed attempt at lifting these two ramps up by myself, I just decided that it was crooked on the trailer and I needed to get it straightened out. So I'm going to climb up there now and move it because I didn't need any problems from the police if I was to get pulled over. The 8530 alone weighs around 30,000 pounds with the weight and the fuel and the water and the INRAD and the oil in the engine. So I was really pretty heavy. It was somewhere around 30,000+ pounds. The 7530, that naturally right out of the factory weighs about 14,600 pounds with no fuel, oil, or water in the cooling system. And so it had 3/4 of a tank of fuel in it, plus the oil and the water and the cooling system. So the thing probably weighed somewhere around 16,000 pounds alone there. So it was 14.6 to 15.6, probably more than that. So 16,500 pounds for that one. So 8 tons and of course the 15 tons on the 8530. So I really needed it to be square and true on the trailer. A lot of guys were saying, wow, that's a lot of iron to put on a trailer. Well, I got room for something else on the back there because it's a 53-foot trailer. It's got a 10-foot upper deck and, of course, the 43 feet on the lower deck. Now, if I needed to put something else on the trailer, or say 3 tractors, if I really wanted to break some rules, I could have just put ramps to the upper deck and then ran the front of the 8530 up on there. And then I could have probably gotten another tractor on there if I really wanted to. But I don't really want to. I don't need to. There's plenty of room. But the reason I bought this trailer, and I never even made a video of it, and I don't know why I didn't. I bought it brand new about 2 years ago. George, my old driver, had decided to move on back to his union job, which paid a shit ton more money than what I was paying him. He has less freedom, but, money's money. So, anyways, that's why I bought it. The trailer that I was using was a rental, and it was just done. It needed to be reworked, new tires, new drums, new brakes, new wires, just so many new things needed to be done to it. And the people I rented the trailer from for $345 a month, I mean, we're talking a negligible amount of money for the trailer. I wanted to rent another one because it's cheap enough, but the new rental rate was almost $600 a month, and I said, you know what, for $600 a month, I might as well buy the damn trailer. So I broke out the checkbook, and I wrote a check for, what the hell did I pay for this thing, $39,900 or something like that for this trailer. And the reason I bought this style trailer was because of what I'm doing right now. I wanted to be able to haul equipment if I needed to, and it would just seem like a smart move. Carl, he doesn't like the trailer because he says it doesn't bridge right. Well, I don't care. I think it bridged just fine. I never paid any attention to it. You put the hay on it, you take it to the damn mushroom barn, and you drop it off, and that's the end of it. But I guess if the scale house really wanted to be douchebags about the bridge weights, they could have rocked me pretty hard. But oh well, too bad. So anyway, we're just binding this thing down, and we are doing it somewhat the proper way by cross-chaining it with binders on each one. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm in Newark, New Jersey at the port, and I don't know whether there's a cop lurking around the corner waiting to ticket the shit out of me, or, you know, whether I'm going to have smooth sailing. I knew there was no scales between here and home, so I didn't really care that I was probably 2 or 3 tons overweight with the, or 2 tons for at least. It didn't really matter anyway, because farm plates, I'm exempt from those rules to a point. And those airplanes are just something else, just flying over your head. But to a point, you know, you don't really want to go rolling across the scale at 150,000 pounds with farmer plates on it, and then having to deal with ignorant cops that don't know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to farmer plates. So at least that's in New Jersey. If I go to Pennsylvania, then it could be a little bit of a problem, but we're not going to Pennsylvania. So anyways, we're just, you know, checking the chains, getting it tightened down. Teresa's taking a look at my ass. I guess she thinks it looks sexy. I don't know. I think the tractors are sexy. But anyway, we're just doing our duty, trying to get this thing strapped down as the planes are flying over. And I will have to say, unless you've been to this Port of Elizabeth or Port Newark, I think they're pretty much the same. They're right close to one another. You just cannot imagine the noise that is there. It is the noise. If I lived there, I would probably go out of my mind because it was so incredibly loud. It's just planes running over, trucks, trains, cars. Route 78 is right there. There's just so much stuff. And these airplanes that are huge, that looks like it's a 4-engine deal. I don't even know what that is. It doesn't even look like a 747. I don't know what other 4-engine planes are out there other than possibly an Airbus model. I don't know. But anyways, it took us 8 chains, 8 binders, a lot of time, a lot of, curse and swearing and things like that. And in the end, I know some guys were asking if why I didn't tape the exhaust shut. And, I didn't tape the exhaust shut because I pretty much think that turbocharger deal is a bit of an old wives' tale where, you know, if you don't tape the exhaust shut, that the turbo could spin in there and destroy your turbocharger. But what I did do was actually leave the tractors running on the trailer all the way home. And, That's exactly what I did.
Hey, Mom. See it? It's crazy. West 78. All right, baby. I hope my grandmother's there when I get home. She's been asking every day, when are they coming to get in here? Oh, hell. Yep, don't you worry. They're big, they're green, and they're fucking heavy. These things are heavy.